Welcome to day May 1st. Welcome to Trading Day May 1st, Ikkura Capital discussion session. I see you're wearing a red shirt.
It's a little bit red. I couldn't quite find a red shirt, but I felt this was also appropriate. It's poo colored, and I feel like poo. And so I just wanted to, wear something that symbolizes my actual feeling.
I think it's a very good color for your feeling, and mine as well. I ran out of red shirts, but I am actually wearing red shorts. So, yes!
So very appropriate for how you're feeling right now.
Yes, my pants are on fire.
Ridiculous day. Absolutely, just ridiculous. Shall I go first?
Yeah, I think you're up. I think you're up. Also, we need to discuss lunch because I forgot to order in time for today's video, but let's decide later after we look at today.
Okay. Yeah, you do owe me lunch.
Yes.
Which makes me feel just a tiny bit better because my prediction for today is that I am below 200. I think that I am at $190.
Okay.
I feel like I'm being really pessimistic. I'm a little bit lowballing it, I think, because I'm feeling really bad. But also knowing where the market was when I went to sleep, I think I might be close to right.
And what time did you go to sleep?
Around 11.
Yeah.
So around 11 a.m.
I had trouble falling asleep last night. I was looking at it nonstop till midnight. But hey, it's a weekend.
That's very rare for you, yeah. So you get a weekend time. Okay, let's look at what my portfolio, what my net worth is right now today. Opening the app and I have $140.
What?
$140 and 74 cents. Wow. Oh my God. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. Yeah, because when I went to sleep, I'm like, okay, it's around 2:30. I should be okay. Maybe the market recovers a bit. But since that, I went down another 50%. Oh man, I feel so stupid about not selling because I was like, maybe I should just exit these positions right now. But I felt like there could be a bounce back. That sure, there's some like profit taking and stuff happening and people are selling a bit, but I wasn't expecting it to go down by so much more. Oh, that's painful. I'm so glad it's the weekend so I don't have to look at this tomorrow. Brutal. I don't have anything else to say. I really didn't do anything yesterday. I looked at it going down and then I was like, no, I'm just going to hold on to these positions. Looked at the pricing and whatnot to sell, but yeah, that was it. That's all I did.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll take a moment of silence. What was the biggest loss for you? Like which options went down?
So the biggest loss for me, my Uber call is okay. It's down 50%, but my SPY calls are down 80%. And as well, I'll take a look at another one down by 70%. And then my other call is down by 70%. And my other call is down by 70%. So all of my calls are down 70% since I bought them. They had that really nice one-day spike. And then, and you can see this on the chart too, like how that spike looked. You can see it just like, how can I get that? It like bumped up and then just a little bit down yesterday. I'm like, it's fine. And then just plummeted.
Yeah.
So, well, I may be the first one to get below $100. We'll have a video to make very soon. How to lose $10,000 in 1 month.
Actually, it'd just be quite funny to release a video saying how to lose 95% and then the video right after that, how to lose 99%.
Yes.
Anyway.
What did you do? Where are you at? I hope no, you can't be quite as bad because Zoom seemed a little bit stable and went up a bit. So you should be okay on that front, but all of the other portfolio stuff, I think you're going to be hit hard.
Yes, I predict, I'm not going to lowball, I think realistically, I'd say around 3.5.
Okay.
I think.
I think you're probably close.
Yesterday was painful. It really got me thinking. I think we have a lot to discuss, but it really had me thinking a lot about like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, I actually have a longer term investment strategy I want to discuss with you later too. But first, let's see where you're at.
Okay. Wow. I am actually at 4.03.
Wow. So actually not much shift at all. So your calls went down, but the Zoom call went up. So your calls in SPY went down, but the Zoom call went up, and they evened out or so?
Yeah. And I didn't get to place my trade, unfortunately. I mean, it didn't go through. Yeah, so as expected, Baba, ConocoPhillips, and JD all went down on those, but my SPY put went up, my 2 SPY puts went up, my Walmart call went up, and my Zoom call went up.
Very nice.
Wow, I was expecting much worse. I actually placed a very, very speculative bet on SPY.
As opposed to our non-speculative bets on SPY.
No, but I had this out for next Friday expiry.
Got it.
But I lowballed the shit out of it. You know what I mean? I wanted I think I was betting on like 290 or 280 call next Friday. And I saw the price. I was like, no, I'm going to bid way less than that. But it didn't go through, I don't think.
And you're trying to do this to capture the market as it goes down and to get the call at a cheap price, right?
Exactly. That's exactly right. What I was just going to talk about was obviously yesterday makes you do a lot of soul searching. It's like, what the fuck is going on? And I am sick and tired of being one step behind.
Yeah.
You buy puts when everything's going down and then it changes. And then you buy calls when everything's going up and then it changes. Do you know what I mean? And so for me, I'm like, okay, screw this. I'm going to try to buy some calls yesterday. Obviously it's very scary, right? But I think in general, it's scary. It sounds simple, but I'm going to try to do that from now on. Always buying dips.
By the opposite of where the market's going.
By the opposite, yeah. And just keep doing that. Look, realistically, the thing that propped me up completely is Zoom. I have no idea why it went up. Maybe it's found a bit of a bottom around 100 and whatever it is. Anyway, I think it's about 130 right now, 140. So maybe it's found a bit of a floor there, and I don't know. But I'm definitely gonna. I was very tempted to sell it yesterday too. I had my finger on the mouse, but man.
Right.
Whatever it is, I'm just so sick I'm just so sick of following and then getting screwed.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to be very much the same way.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my only kernel of. That's the only lesson that I learned, kind of, that I want to try out moving forward. So yeah, that's it really.
It's a good lesson. And it's one that we should be thinking about as we continue to buy options at least until the end of June, because we're not going to stop until then.
The other thing that I would like to just discuss with you, even though maybe it's not so applicable now, but it'll definitely become applicable soon, is cash versus trading. I don't know why, but when we do this whole Ikkura thing, I feel like I am wasting time holding cash. And I always worry that I have so much FOMO, I need to get it at this price. But you know what? You always look back and be like, oh shit, I wish I had a bit more cash right now. So we'll see. I mean, if Monday tanks again, then it's always Thursday, Friday, Monday. You just. Sorry, I guess I'm rambling right now, but all I'm trying to say here is that yesterday I felt a lot of regret at having used my cash up on Thursday when I could have used it yesterday and gotten a much better price. Anyway, these are just random thoughts that come in as you look at all these movements.
When it comes to holding cash, I think you're right partially. I think you can take short-term all-in risk bets with the intention of, well, I'm there right now, right? With the intention of selling very quickly and then having cash to then execute the next one.
Yeah.
But you need tons of conviction in order to do that. And maybe I've had a bit too much conviction because I'm just like YOLOing it all over the place and I'm down 99%. So obviously my strategy is not working at all. I'm having little tiny wins here and there. And now is a really good time for me to just step back and say, how should I completely change my strategy? My intuition is wrong. The way that I'm betting is wrong because I am betting everything and I'm losing everything. So how to shift that up and do a little bit more like you're saying, which is conserve some cash, take some bets when I have a really strong feeling about it, and then take the winnings when I have them and then roll them into the next thing and do it in the opposite of what the market's doing. Because it seems like that's the only way to make money.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna keep trying to do. I wish I had bought more yesterday, but there's the discipline aspect of it, right? So like I have 4K, I had $200 to spend because I wanted to keep at least 1,000 in cash, and it's like, okay, what can I get for $200? So I really lowballed SPY, hoping something would happen there. But yeah.
Right. Well, I'm right there with you. With only a couple $100 in cash to spend.
I look forward to your quote for the Instagram today.
I think maybe it'll just be FML. It's a good quote. It's good. Yeah. I think it's appropriate for today. And then and then maybe I'll have a more inspirational, like, perseverance leads you out of dark times or something like that. Once I am actually out of these dark times.
Are you happy right now?
No. I'm still happy that I'm doing this with you. Otherwise, I would walk away from this right now. Like, I'd just be like in disgust. Bleh. But I am still learning a lot, and I'm enjoying that aspect a lot. So I will continue on this and learn as much as I can. And it does give me really great perspective on options. It's something I've always wanted to kind of learn, and it makes me very wary of them. And now that I'm learning more about them, I'm realizing most people are losers in options.
Yeah.
Like, my losses are not at all unique nor abnormal. In fact, I would say the majority of people lose, maybe not 99%, but because they walk away sooner. But it happens to a lot of people.
And you know who wins?
Option sellers.
The sellers.
The market makers. Yeah. And that's what I want to talk to you about in just a minute. But I wanted to ask you, what are you going to do this weekend with your time? And then what are your moves on Monday on market open?
I am not going to do anything this weekend. If the market goes down further on Monday, I'm just going to buy more calls, but further out.
And do you think in general the market will continue to go up over time?
Yeah, I absolutely do. Because I was thinking a lot about this, right? Like, so yesterday we were getting screwed, and you start thinking all this negativity, and you start thinking, how could the market come back up? But let's like reset a little bit and think about when we were holding those puts, right? And we're like, how is the market going up? And there's a couple things, right? Number one, you gave a very convincing argument that you said the Fed printed all this money, and that there's nowhere for the money to go. It's all like, it's propping up the share prices of these companies. I think you said something along those lines.
Yeah, and think about interest rates right now. Anywhere else you put the money, your interest rate's like 0.25, some maybe negative. You're not going to keep pace with inflation. So you're paying a bank to hold your money. Like, so where do you put it? In a place where it has potential to make money?
Yeah. And number two, we are so heavily, the market is rigged. It's completely influenced, at least not completely, but in the short term. But who knows how long short term and long term means. But right now, one or two good articles can change everything. Do you know what I mean? Just change the narrative a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's so simple to change, to manipulate. And so I
think... Did you see that tweet by Elon Musk yesterday?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like, hey, do you want to change the stock price by 10%? Just the right person to tweet one thing.
Yeah,
like...
yeah, exactly. So it's like, there is so much upward pressure on share prices that I would not... Basically, the way I think about it is that calls are longer term plays, puts are for blips. And I think it's good to always have some puts in there for like these like random one-off, like what the heck just happened? But you're betting against everything for your puts to print. So I don't know. I mean, like, do I want to sell these 2 puts that I have? They're not, I haven't made back at all. Good, I haven't made back. It's 202 and 250. But maybe I'll sell these puts, cash out about like $300, and then the next bull market I'll buy a higher put or something like that. I'm thinking of something like that. I just don't see the reason for holding on to, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that maybe I have like a longer time horizon for calls and much shorter for puts.
That makes sense. And that's true of any market kind of collapse or sell-off, right? The sell-offs happen quickly. The rise in price happens usually slowly over time.
Yeah.
Like a 30% down can happen over the course of a couple of days.
Yeah.
Whereas rising 30% typically takes a month, right? And that's what we see in this massive sell-off that just happened, and then the clawback. So I think you're very correct that the calls are just a longer time horizon than puts are, and that makes sense.
There's hope.
There is. Over the weekend, I am going to continue reading this book, Intelligent Investor, so that I can have a kind of a better perspective on the longer term game and longer term investments. And then in the shorter term, I think on Monday, what I'm going to try to do is consolidate my calls. And so what I want to do there is sell off the calls. As long as it's a red or flat day, I'm going to sell the calls and then consolidate them into like one position instead of 4 that I have right now. Like, it kind of doesn't make sense for me to do that. And so I should be able to buy these for cheap, I hope, and get them at a reasonable kind of price compared to what I currently have. And then my puts, I'm just going to hold on to those for now. And I'm only playing SPY when it comes to this. The only other position I have is Uber, and I'll just hold on to that one.
Sounds good. Well, that's a wrap. At least yesterday's bloodbath spurred some very high quality discussion about some new strategies.
Yeah, learning a little bit of new things. Thanks for watching today's episode. Please like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment below telling us what we should have done to avoid all of this mess. I mean, come on, guys, I'm 99% down. Like, you have to give me something here. So we will see you on Monday.